Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Matt over here, Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. We're playing a little bit with the lights in here. We realize these ceilings are pretty low, so when it comes to taking video, these aren't the nicest lights to have on. So hopefully you guys are, this is a little bit better lighting. You can see a lot better than you have been able to than the last couple of videos. Today what we're doing is we're answering a very, very common question that comes from somebody who has been throwing discus for a little while, and he's having a problem where as he gets into the power position, as he gets into the front of that circle and he's going to throw, he's dropping his throwing shoulder. This throwing shoulder starts to droop a little bit. And he's wondering, he knows that that's affecting his throw. He knows that's a negative thing that you don't want to happen. But he's wondering, he's like, what can I do to stop this? Now, there's a pretty good reason, there's a pretty good assumption that I'm thinking why this is happening to him. But I wanted to take this time to just kind of talk a little bit about beginner coaches versus advanced coaches. When a beginner coach might see something like this, he'll say, well, just don't drop your shoulder at the end. Try to lift your shoulder up, thinking that the problem or that the underlying issue that's causing this problem is happening at that specific point in the throw. As he's landing, maybe he's dropping his shoulder. And that could very well be it. But what the advanced coach is going to look for is not just sort of how to fix it, but why it's happening. Okay, so to show you again what's going on, that person's in the power position. As they're getting ready to throw, instead of coming around with their shoulders nice and level finish and follow through to that throw, they're dropping the discus, they're dropping their shoulder, and they're scooping. They're trying to scoop it up in the air because their shoulder is down. So he wants to know, it kills my shoulder. He wants to know, why is this happening? What can you do to fix it? Well, an advanced coach, like I said, is going to work his way backwards and see where this whole underlying issue is taking place, where this is happening. And 99% of the time, it's not actually happening when you're in the power position. It's actually occurring because of how you start out of the back of the circle. Here's what I mean. If you're in the back of the circle, okay, we're getting ready to turn out of the back and drive into zero support. So I'm in the back of the circle, I'm getting ready to throw that way. When we're in the back of the circle, we want to be low with a nice bend to our legs. We want to have our shoulders nice and level, and I like a nice upright posture. A lot of people start bent over. I feel like you really have to earn that position. You really have to work hard to get in that position, because when you're bent really low, it's going to be really hard to turn and drive into zero support if you're bent over. For younger beginner throwers, guys that have only been doing it a couple years, it's going to be very hard to extend their body, get their chest up, and drive up into zero support if you're starting hunched over. So I like to see, number one, that in the back of the circle, the chest is upright, nice bend to the legs, nice little bounce. As you come out of that back of the circle, as you come out of that starting position, you want to turn and keep your shoulders level. So we turn out of the back, and we keep the shoulders nice and level. So as we go to drive into the middle, you see the shoulders are level. A lot of times what happens as athletes turn out of the back, they'll turn and they'll have their left shoulder dropped. So they're going to drive into that circle, and they've got the head pointing down, they've got the shoulder pointing down. So as they drive into zero support, and when they come into the power position, boom, they'll drop that shoulder. So you see the weird movement of that discus. It starts level, we'll do it this way. Starts level, turns out of the back. As it turns out of the back, the shoulder starts to drop. And as they drive, they start to scoop. So how do you fix this? Well, we got to keep those shoulders nice and level. Back of the circle, shoulders are nice and level. As you turn out of the back, you want to work on moving your right foot and your right side around the left. Keep the shoulders level, and as you drive, you stay low, shoulders are level, and then you explode up into zero support. Turn out of the back, shoulders level, and you drive up into zero support. This is going to prevent the shifting of shoulders. You're not going to put the head down. You're not going to drive the non-throwing arm down, and that's not going to cause the arm to kind of windmill around and scoop at the end. So the underlying issue here, more than likely, is not what's going on in the power position. It probably occurs if you work your way backwards into the back of the circle. Okay? Keep the shoulders level as you turn out of the back of the circle. Keep the shoulders level as you drive into zero support. Keep the shoulders level as you hit that mirror turn. And therefore, you're going to keep the shoulders level as you go through that power position and finally let it go. So it's a great lesson to be learned for coaches and athletes out there. If you're having a problem, don't just look at where the problem is happening. Make sure instead you're looking at the entire throw to find the underlying cause, the root of that problem. Someone said the other day to me, and I love this saying, the first time he said it, I started laughing because it's perfect. Are you just chopping away the branches, or are you getting down to the root? And that's a great way to look at the throws. If you're just trying to correct something when it happens, all you're doing is chopping away at branches. If you're actually getting to the root, if you're looking back and you're advanced of a coach enough to look back and find out what may be causing the underlying issue and what might be causing the problem, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier and a lot less frustrating to fix it. Guys, we've got 2 brand new videos that we've released that are downloadable HD videos. I'll put a link for them down below. What I've tried to do is actually teach the advanced portions of the throw. You can't really have an advanced how-to video. And a lot of videos out there are how-to. How to do the throws, how to position the feet, how to release the shot, how to release the discus. All the stuff that I've given away free on YouTube is what you find in every single how-to throw video. What I've tried to do is make a more advanced video for athletes and for coaches that explain not just the how-to of the throws, but why they happen. So I'll put that link down below if you guys want to check it out. As always, I'm going to keep pumping out these videos for free on YouTube. So if you have any specific questions, make sure you leave them in the comments section. It gets emailed right to me. And after a long day of training here at the gym, working with our athletes, I'll shoot a quick video and post it online to answer your question. Hope to hear from you soon.